Good afternoon and welcome to this edition of Sell Your Own Products on Amazon for Income and Lifestyle, which is also the name of the course that sponsors this. But anyway, this is the hangout for what is today. Today is, oh, it's not down there. And this is the 14th.
The 11th.
The 11th of, my wife's yelling at me from another room. I'm sorry. It's the 11th of August. And it's a good time, but do you know what is in 100 days? Now, 100 days, I'm going to tell you something. If you're doing private label shipping, selling and shipping from China, Vietnam, and some of those places like that, 100 days is not very long. Well, not exactly 100 days. It's close to that. I didn't figure out the exact date, but it's Black Friday. Black Friday is the 24th of November this year. So mark that date down, 24th. And that's the official, as far as I'm concerned, the official start of Q4. Now, a lot of people will say Q4 and they go back October, November, and December. And that's my wife's street can buy there. Go by the October, November is actually calendar-wise is Q4, but as far as I'm concerned, Q4 does not start until Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and it goes through. There's between the 24th and 25th of December to the end of the, not to the end of the year, but after that, there's a little lull in that, and then but it goes until about the second week in January. So that's when sales are good. That's when the stuff should be flying off of the shelf, whether it be an Amazon or if you're a private labeler. If you get it, but your stuff should be flying then. There should be no doubt about it. But you got to be prepared for it, because if you're not, what are you going to do? Like if you're a drop shipper and you need to have the products into eBay or Amazon or however you do it, you need to have the products in there and you need to be set up and ready to go, because you're not going to have time. When I say the products fly off the shelf, I mean that's exactly that. Your computer, if you get a ding every time you sell something, and if you're in, you got your products situated right, and you're all ready in that, you're going to go ding, 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 ding. Your computer's going to go just all the time, and you're not going to get a chance to go back and collect those. They're going to be there, and the buyers are going to be there whether you're ready or not. So my suggestion is you get ready. Why? Because that's the best time of the year. That's the most important time of the year. And like in November, you should do 3 times your sales. In December, you should probably do 2 to 3 to 4 times your sales. Believe me, they're going to fly off of there. And I'm not, don't sit here and don't have that magic ball or whatever you want to call it, so I can look and see how many. But you've got to be prepared if you want to sell during Q4. You know, you can sit by and just wait until November and say, oh, I'm going to get ready. You're not going to make it. It's not, everything's not going to fall in place. And especially if you're private labeling, you don't have time to get your product from China. Products from China take at least 90 days if you're going by boat, and which is the way I would suggest to do it. To go by air, it's 3 times more expensive, and just avoid a lot of problems. The best way is a slow boat from China. Hate to tell you, but it is. And get on that and don't sweat it. Get everything set up, whether you use Import Dojo to schedule it and go through the customs and all that, if you whether you use those, or you're going to do it yourself. You're going to tough it out and do it yourself. You know, we give instructions in the course both ways. My way, personally, I would use Import Dojo, because they know what they're talking about. They speak the language over there. They speak Chinese, and all that. It's just a lot simpler. You can read all about Import Dojo if you go to privatelabelselling.com, and there'll be best sourcing service, or if you go to tools, it'll be mentioned in there, and there'll be links in there, and you can go over and check them out. I'm not sitting here to kill you. I'm here to help you get your product from China to Amazon FBA, if you're using FBA, if you're shipping into your own house so you can sell on eBay or any place like that, well, good. I'm not telling you how to do it, but I am telling you that now is the time to get your little fanny in gear and to get going. Don't wait and think, well, you can wait another couple of weeks and everything. You probably could wait a couple of weeks and you might be able to make it. But what if you don't? Is it worth the wait? Now is the time to get your product ready for Q4, because Q4 is coming fast. It's about 90 to 100 days. It's about 100 days, I mean. And now is the time, and I can't stress it enough, to get your product ordered, get your product coming, because shipping from China to the United States takes a good 30 days. I don't care which route you go or anything else. It's going to take Vietnam. Some of these places it's going to take longer. So just now is the time to do it. And by the way, I started out here talking and everything, and I haven't given you the spiel for the course. The course is sell your own product on Amazon for income and lifestyle. And that's what we try to point out to you, because now is the time to get going. Don't wait until November. And that, as we show you in the course, and that it's like I say, 30 days shipping time. And don't forget the one thing. One of the first years I had a nice big order coming in for Q4, and I wanted to arrive about November the 1st, so it'd be in the warehouses and everything. And guess what? It didn't happen. It didn't get to the warehouses until Black Friday, and right around there. And then it got held up because of Black Friday, and then got put on the shelf and got sold. But I was just lucky it did, because that's not what you want to do. You want to have that product in there by Black Friday. You want to have it on the shelf. You want to have it ready, because, like I say, Black Friday starts, and when it starts, there is no don't hold off. I want to break, time out. I need to get stuff on the shelf. It don't work that way. It just comes in, and if you lose, you lose. What can I tell you? I'll tell you that. But we're explaining now is the time to get ready. Now's the time to get ready, because that supplier over in China, especially if you're starting out, because it takes a good 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes longer than that. If you got it, because, and I've expressed this before, when you contact those companies over in China, you're not going to, surprise now, you're not going to get to talk to the manager, the boss. What you're going to talk to is what I call a interpreter, and they're nothing more than somebody over in China that that knows how to speak English, and they'll do the emailing, or they'll talk the emailing and go back and forth with you. But you'll notice, whenever you said, some you can never pull them down, because they cannot make a decision. They're going to have to talk to their boss over in China, who's surprisingly speaks only Chinese. He doesn't want to learn to speak English, just like you don't want to speak Chinese. He wants to be able to speak Chinese and go about his thing and not have to worry about it. And that's what we're all about. So when you contact these companies over there, what you're doing, you're contacting their company interpreter. And he or she, whoever it is, they're going to be really nice, and they're great. And you're going to ask them questions. And most of the time, especially when it comes to price and all that, if you try to get a better price than that, they're going to say, oh, I let me run that by. I have to think about that, or something like that, to that extent. In other words, what they're trying to say is, I can't make that decision. Only my boss can make that decision. So I will run it by him, and I will get back to you in a day or so, or maybe this afternoon if they're not that busy or whatever. But the thing of it is, they can't make the decision, the person you're talking to over there. That's one of the reasons I suggest Import Dojo, because they speak the language. They speak the Chinese, and there's a really good chance that one of their salesmen, or that they're going to know the plant supervisor and the guy that can make it, so they can ask for a better price than that. And that's what's one of the great things about Import Dojo. But that being said, that's something you're going to have to go through, and you're going to find that, and I just almost hit myself on the head there, which is not good. I was reaching over here for a thing of water, but what can I say? I can't stress that enough. And I know I keep going back and forth, because it is really important to get that in. Now, like I say, we got about 100 days to get that in. And don't forget, when you find the product. It's going to take you a week or so to find the product. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because as soon as I say it's going to take a week, somebody's going to find their product in a day or 2 days, which is all well and good. But we're sailing up, and don't sit back and just think that you're just going to sail through this and that. You're not, because you're going to have somebody design a logo. If you're doing private label, you're going to have to design your packaging. You're going to have to know what to put on it. You're going to have to know what to put on the outside of the carton to ship over here. And none of it is very hard. It's just that it's something to do. And so, like I say, Import Dojo, they know it all. They check it off and they get it in, and they'll get your stuff from Hangzhou clear over here to the United States into the Amazon FB warehouse if you want it, or if you want it in your garage. If you're doing like on eBay or Walmart or something of those, and they're shipping yourself, nothing wrong with that. But it's all stuff that has to be tied down, because you know, get it over thing, and they just don't stamp Terry Shire USA on the packaging and send it through. It's got to go through customs. It's got to go through all that, and you got to know where Terry Shire wants it. The Terry Shire care of Amazon, Terry Shire care of 6979 Southeast Congress. Does that there or where? You know, it's all stuff that has to be get done, and that's all I'm trying to advise you about today. Is time to get ready. Q4 is coming. You can't wait until, like I say, October and that, do it. You'll never get it in time. You can't place an order in October and get it. For one thing, if you're going to, and we talked about this, by ship, 30 days minimum from a Chinese port to the West Coast. It's just going to take that time to get it unloaded and everything else. So you need to get it all set up, whether it be, like I say, Import Dojo or who it is. And the course, we give you the deadlines like this and tell you how to do it and who to see, and we're with you. You know, like if you get 2 weeks from now you get stuck or something like that, I'm no more than a phone call away in the course. So that's it. It's just getting your P's and Q's all, or ducks in a row, I guess is what I shouldn't say anymore. You used to call them about your P's and Q's and not get them mixed up, but now it's all ducks in a row. And like the little girl says in the commercial, who wants to tape their duck, you know? Anyway, oh, never mind. Anyway, I think that's about it. We've got the course. As you know, I'm working on the course. We added 6-7 videos last week, and we're adding them all the time. We're getting into really deep into the what I call drop shipping too, because drop shipping, you know, has changed. Drop shipping started to become popular maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and really was really popular and everything. And that's when you went to just drew your screen in half. One half of your screen went to Amazon, the other screen went to eBay, and you went back and forth and listed the eBay products on Amazon or the Amazon products on eBay, and you did your drop shipping, and everything was fine. Or you went to another company like I did, and that's fine. But you don't do that anymore. You know, there's products out there like Price Yak, there's Oberlo, you know, and we're not going to get into all those. We put them all in the course. They are so they understand, and you can get it. And believe me, you need to understand them, because there's not tools. They're not hard to work. I'm not trying to tell you that, but it's just all part of the learning curve, and you need to learn. And if you need a coach, we're there. We've got the course. The course is we're still at the old price, $349, because I'm not clean. When I get everything done into the new part of the course and all that, it's going to be close to $500. But for right now, it's $349. And if you buy it right now, the neat thing about it is you're going to be grandfathered in, because we don't discontinue one course when we do and then come out with another one. It's going to be the same course, so you can get everything at the old price, which is kind of a no-brainer. It makes sense. So with that being said, you can see there's going to be a link down below this video. You can click on it. There'll also be, don't forget, if you like these talks as I do it, or we call them hangouts, or what you want to call it, hit the subscribe button down there. Let me know you appreciate them, because I just don't like if I'm just sitting here talking for my wife says that's what I'm doing sometimes, just sitting here talking to myself, because you never can sell. And like this time, it's not announced or anything like that, but there is 3 viewers out there, and I appreciate you viewing it. I think it's neat like that, and more power to you. I'm on your side. But the thing I'm trying to get is if you'll subscribe, hit that subscribe button down there. It's first in the comments and all that, and there'll be a link to the course down there, and anything else I've mentioned on the program. Oh, I have mentioned Import Dojo, so I will put that. Let me put that down. We're going to. Then there'll be a link. Let me put it. Okay, so there'll be a link to Import Dojo underneath the video on this on the website, privatelabelselling.com, and it's thing on the bar says View Past Hangouts, and Hangouts to just kind of work your way down till the Hangout for today. I'll put it there, and I'm going to have a link to Import Dojo. There's always a link for Import Dojo on the site as far as that goes. It'll say Best Sourcing Service. So you click on that, and you'll go through it, or whatever I can help you out. I try to make it as easy as I can. Sometimes, you know, my wife says, the brain's not what it used to be, and I don't quite get it and all that. And I apologize for that, because I want it simple for you. I want you to be able to come on here, click on that View Past Hangouts, and come here and be able to get this and be able to get the link. I can probably put a link on the video, what they call cards. I will, but I'll probably just put the for the site, not Import Dojo, because like I say, Import Dojo is the best service. If you look, it's 2 different places on the website. It's where it says Best Sourcing Service, and then it also says Tools I Use. And by the way, if you look through those tools I use, it explains everything you use, even down to the camera that's up here. I've got in there, so I try to explain everything, try to keep everything going. And you know, what can I tell you? We're just having a good time. I enjoy getting on here. As you can tell, I enjoy talking to you and telling you about all this stuff, because it's not stuff that you can just find anywhere. You just can't turn a knob on your radio and find all this stuff. This is about private label selling, about selling online, and that's why it's got Online Selling Coach now. Used to have Private Label Coach, but now I got Online Selling Coach, because that's what we do. We try to tell you about all this stuff. And too, about the course too. We've also decided at the end, after we get the drop shipping all done, and it's just about all done, we're going to add a little section on affiliate income. Now, I started out as an affiliate for a lot of different things. That's how I started and got into Amazon private label and all that. It's a long story. I'm not going to go through it today. It doesn't make any difference. But so we're going to put a few videos up about affiliate income. So what we want to do is try to get this from, like I say, Online Selling Coach, and not private label anymore. We're going to get it for retail arbitrage, and we've got all this drop shipping and private label, and we're going to have affiliate, and going to cover everything. The course is going to cover everything, and you know, you get my phone number too. So I'll be available to answer your questions and everything like that. So what I'm saying is, be prepared. Now is the time to get ready for Christmas time. Q4 is Christmas time, and that is going to be probably between 1/3 and 1/2 of your sales for the year. That time there, and so you want to be ready for it. You don't want to be trying to scramble and hurry up and catch up, because you're not going to make it, because you've got certain variables, like I say, 30 days shipping time. If you don't make the boat, it's a slow boat from China. It takes 30 days, and if you don't, you're going to have to wait until another day or so until you get another one, and each one of those things. Oh, and I didn't tell you about the holiday. It's coming up, and I forget exactly what the name of it is, but it's there. In China, they have 2 major holidays a year. Now, when these holidays come around, they don't just go out and celebrate and come back to work. They close everything down. The factories close down. The workers, because most of the workers are from the hill country. They all came into the city to get factory jobs, and then when it comes holiday times and that, they go back to the rice paddies, go back to their homes and all that, which is just like we do. We go back to our home, and they celebrate for a whole week. They don't have just little one-day holiday, man. They celebrate for a whole week, and sometimes they don't make it. And this is what's disturbing, because I said I got caught in it, and I lost a week and a half, 2 weeks. It only was supposed to be a week, but turned out to be a week and a half, 2 weeks by the time they just didn't make it back in time to the factory to work. And this is expected. It's part of their customs. More power to them. That's kind of maybe what we need. Longer holidays here in the States. You know, like Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas for a week, I don't know. You might get. I don't know what to. I'm not telling you one way or the other, but I'm just saying that's what happened, and that's part of the Chinese thing. So, what I'm saying is now is the time to get ready. I'm asking you, if you like this, to subscribe. It's down there at the bottom of the screen like that. It'll be where it says subscribe to my channel. So you'll get that, and that way when I come on, you'll get a little thing at the bottom of your screen saying I'm on, and all that. And if I send out any letters, I'll send you one. And what's that? And we'll also say, if you come over to the site, privatelabelselling.com, that's my site, and you'll find there it says view past hangouts, and you go through. So it's got 2014, 15, 16, 17 hangouts, and you go through, click the 17, and click today's date. It's going to take me a while. It'll render this out in an hour, so it might be, I might not have everything listed till tonight, but it'll be there, and anything I mentioned in there is going to have a link underneath the video. So that's the way we do it around here, kind of keep you informed. And that's what we're here. We're here for you. They're here for me too. And I'm going to be honest with you, because I like doing these. I like very much. I like sharing my information. I like all this. I like sitting here and just talking. And if you noticed, this year I got rid of all the green screen and all that. And I'm thinking about doing it again. When I set up one of the other rooms, and I've got to do that, and I've just not. I've been having a good time, and so what can I say? We're there for you, and the only way I can help you is if you subscribe to the course, or tune into this and subscribe to the thing. So with that being said, any questions, hit me with them, and with that, I'm going to sign off here, and I shall see you in another day. Not quite sure when it's going to be, and it doesn't make any difference. It'll be there. Once it's there, and it'll be on there, and you can watch me anytime you want. So thank you for being there. There's 3 viewers that have done this whole thing with me, and I'll wave to you again. I appreciate it. Let me know if you can who you are, and with that being said, we're going to stop the